and adopt healthy habits. Habits. There's a H in habits. Adopt healthy habits. Hey, how you doing? David St.Martin. Yes, it's been a little while, but I'm back and I wanted to talk to you today about workplace anxiety. Now look, feeling stressed out at work is completely normal. I think we all get that. But you might go through phases where your stress levels are higher and even more amplified, for example, a week before a huge project or deadline. But then you're going to have a few days of calm. But once the stress becomes constant and enduring, it may well lead to a development of an anxiety disorder. And having anxiety at work can be very damaging to your performance and your professional relationships. So I want to talk to you about some of the symptoms of workplace anxiety and how you can handle it. So workplace anxiety will present normal symptoms of anxiety, things like having trouble sleeping, being constantly worried, being irritable, or being oversensitive. But some of the more specific workplace-related signs could include taking an unusual number of days off work, a loss of interest in your work, as well as having little or no motivation, a drop in work performance, and a severe drop in productivity. So one of the best sources of stress in most people, and it's not a eureka moment, is their jobs. So when you can identify the aspect of your job that is causing you ongoing stress, which in turn may lead to workplace anxiety, it may help you handle the situation a bit better. So here are just some of the causes of anxiety in the workplace that I hear. Number one, managing interpersonal relationships in the office. Having to meet a very demanding and maybe unrealistic deadline. Perceiving the workplace as, or even a company culture as unfair and toxic. Working long hours and being unable to handle your workload. And even experiencing a lack of direction or instructions on particular tasks. But workplace anxiety can have a very detrimental effect on your personal as well as your professional life. So look, I want to just mention just a few things that stood out for me. In terms of your professional life, look, you may experience a drop in performance and a drop in productivity. I've already said that. But you may well feel less confident in your skills and your abilities. You may even turn down opportunities due to feeling failure, as well as losing that sense of satisfaction for your job. But in your personal life, you may notice that your relationships with your family members or even your loved ones is being damaged. You may be having trouble sleeping, or that your appetite may have changed. And in addition, you'll feel fatigued, irritable, and just having trouble concentrating. So now that you've got a better understanding of what workplace anxiety is and what are the signs to look out for, I want to leave you with some of my favourite tips on managing anxiety in the workplace. Number one, educate yourself. Know how to recognize the signs and symptoms of anxiety and then act on it. Number two, communicate with others. Look, it's so easy to say, isn't it? And I get that, but you shouldn't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Communicate with your employer, your family, and if you need to, communicate with a health professional if you're feeling overwhelmed. And adopt healthy habits. Habits. There's a H in habits. Adopt healthy habits. Look, try to exercise every day. And look, eat mostly healthy food, nutritious food, and of course try to get enough sleep. And my final point is be honest with yourself. Look, if you're struggling with current projects and that you don't have the capability or the capacity right now to take on new projects, to communicate that with your employer or your peer group. You'd be surprised just how understanding they will be. So, are you suffering from workplace anxiety? Have you suffered from workplace anxiety? And if you have you overcome that? Or if you want to send me a private DM, please do. But I'm really opening this up now to my network because this is such an important topic right now because of what we've endured over the last 20 plus months. Hopefully we're getting at the other end of that, but this is a real topic of discussion. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen, and I'll chat to you soon.